Welcome to my episode of Mastermorphix Remodeled. I'll explain that in just a second. So over here we have a 7x7. Here we have an 8x8 Mastermorphix solved a little bit differently. And here I have the remodeled Mastermorphix. And you can see it doesn't look quite normal. Obviously here all one face is one color. Here I have the face with different colors. And if you look really closely, or not very closely, but if you look very closely at all, you'll see that I have stickers. It turns out that if I did my math correctly, there are 488 parts that stick out, different pieces, and I had to put stickers on 104 of them. And so ultimately, if you look over here, it was all the pieces that went around each of these corners, the small corners, and all that make the diagonal are the ones that I had to put stickers on them to rearrange them so that I could make this. So what I'm really hoping is the Shengshou company will actually make one of these. So you'll see that I have all green looking that direction, all blue looking that direction, all yellow looking that direction. Yellow is the hardest, and I stole these stickers from my Gigaminx that I had some stickers left over that I could cut the colors out and make and cover up where I needed to. So again, I had to cover up 144, and you can see that this is kind of cool. This corner piece is actually now has blue, yellow, and green on it, and these ones that used to have all three colors on them, I've covered and made all one color. And so it's pretty neat this way, and you can see that you kind of have the four different colors, therefore it's cut into fours, and so I have this fourth in blue, and then I have this fourth in red, and then this fourth in green. And so it's pretty cool. I'm hoping that Shengshou, the company that makes these, will start making this. I'd be happy to be the first person to buy one if they make it. And I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of cool. But again, all they have to do is fix 144 pieces a little bit differently. The same mechanisms will do it, and it's pretty cool. So I hope to include in this video the Superflip on this. It's going to look pretty cool, and I'll show that in a bit. So this is about a Mastermorphix 10x10 remodeled. You can see that I have the remodeled one in the middle. Here's an 8x8 so we can compare it. But you can see that here the faces are flat and all one color, but here my faces have three. And the reason I was able to do that is I rearranged them and I put stickers on them like I shared in the video clip before. And so where did I get the stickers? Well, I actually stole them from my Gigaminx. I think that's what these are called. And these pieces here came from the larger corners of the extra pieces of sticker that I had, and then I put them in, and then I had to cut the right shapes out. And as you can tell, the shapes didn't turn out perfect, so we don't need this anymore. And I'm going to show you what the Superflip looks like on both of them. So I'm going to do the 8x8 first, and we know that when we do the Superflip, it ends up being that we get a checkerboard pattern with two sides being one color and a pair of colors, and the other two being another pair of colors. So I'm going to go on red, green, blue, red. Excuse me, blue, green, red, green. Blue, green, red, green. So every other blue, every other green, and then every other red, and then every other green. So now you'll see that we have two faces being red and green, and the other faces being blue and yellow, and blue and yellow. So what happens when I do this? Now, if I really plan this out, it would be blue and yellow and then green and red, but I didn't think that out enough in advance. I don't know if I'll be that lucky. So I'm going to do the same thing, but now you can tell that my corner here, I used this corner, the bigger ones over here. Now I'm going to use the smaller one that has the three different colors. So again, I'm going to go blue, green, red, green. So blue, every other, and then I'm going to base it on green as next, blue, and then green, Oh, I can't believe I just did that backwards. Oh, crud. I'm going to put that back in. So I went on the wrong corner there. I got myself turned around. Oh, let's see here. Blue, blue, and then the green. And then on red. Again, doing every other. And then the last one is on the green again. And lo and behold, I did the right color scheme. And so now my checkerboard pattern, I still have a checkerboard pattern, but instead of two faces being exactly having the same color coordination, now I have the two corners. I have this blue-yellow corner, this blue-yellow corner, and I have a red-green corner, and then I have this red-green corner. And so I think that's kind of a cool way to show how these are very different. Again, I'm really hoping the Shengshou company will actually make these so I can get rid of the stickers. It's tactile crazy, driving me nuts, feeling the stickers as I do the work. So I'm a little bit anxious about wanting to try to do some of the other patterns with the stickers, just because it drives my fingers nuts when I do it. And I'm hoping that the company will just make one and I can buy one, or maybe they'd be nice enough to send me one. Everybody have a great day. Welcome back. I'm showing you a little bit about this pattern, a little bit more specifics to it. So in my last video, I had a 10 by 10 solved this way. So here's my 10 by 10, 8 by 8, 7 by 7. So I had it solved. I thought it's pretty cool the way that this whole corner piece here is all the same color. These are all the same color here. And then this face has this poking out, because if you look at it this way, these are solved exactly the same, so that this face is here, except for I have a few color portions that don't look quite right. But those are the faces, and so these are actually solved in the same, they're solved the same except for these corner pieces and then these pieces that come around here. Other than that, these two are solved exactly the same. I'm hoping that the company that makes these will make, they have all the work, hard work done. Just make one that's all yellow here. Make these pieces, 3 of these all yellow, 3 of these all yellow, 3 of these all yellow. Make the adjustments to that they need to. And then they would need to split these in half, just like these are split in half with blue and yellow. And these are split in half with red and blue. They could split these in half, yellow, blue, and this one, yellow, green. And then they could have 1/4 of it all be yellow that way, 1/4 of it be all blue that way, 1/4 of it be all green that way. So the other thing in that last video that I had said that I had never solved it, or implied that I had never solved it like that. And I went back and watched a video from a year or two ago, and sure enough, I had made this pattern accidentally on my 7 by 7, where I came across creating them very differently. But I have done this before. I was so excited about it in the last video, and then later to see that I had done it a year or two before. A little embarrassing, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're at all intrigued by this, you must be somebody that's solved a lot, because, man, my kids roll their eyes whenever I send them videos. Hey, I have a new one to share. They don't care one bit. So those of you who do care, appreciate it. And if anybody has connections to the Shengshou company that can give me an email address, I've searched online, can't find it, but I'd love to communicate with them about their puzzle. Anyway, have a good one.